We need a good undercard on that Canelo-Plant Canelo fight. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway Joel, the boxing guru. If you'd like to stay informed with boxing news, please hit that subscribe button. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. So on November 6th, Canelo-Plant and Canelo Alvarez will be fighting for the undisputed Super Middleweight Championship fight. That's a great fight, a fight I'm excited for. But in order for me to get super excited for this pay-per-view, you got to give me a good undercard. So today we're going to talk about a few fights that I think that should be on the undercard under the PBC banner that are actually makeable. I'm not going to be unrealistic, a top-ranked fighter versus a PBC fighter. These are all makeable fights. So the first one I got is Chrislbert versus Roger Gutierrez. This recently has been mandated by the WBA. Chrislbert's a hot prospect out of New York City, has a lot of buzz. He had a Netflix special on him, so he has that buzz. He very vocal fighter, and I feel like he could benefit a lot from being on the undercard, talking about, you know, he's a good trash talker, so, and he has his way of promoting himself, and I feel like this would be a good undercard for him. Another one would be Boots Ennis versus Thomas Delorme. They're talking about making that fight on October 23rd or October 30th for its own fight, its own main event on maybe Showtime. But I feel like that fight should be on the undercard. Again, Boots Ennis is a really hot, up-and-coming welterweight who I feel could possibly is just a notch below Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. And the only reason he hasn't fought any top-level guys just because of his popularity. I feel like if he was to fight on this undercard, he could show who he is, and he could show how special he is. And there's not going to be a bigger platform to do it on than on the Canelo undercard. Another one is Nonito Donaire versus Casimero. Casimero just fought on Showtime. Nonito Donaire just fought on Showtime. They're both 118 pounds. They're both champions. This will be a great unification fight, although that is it's a fight that will be its own main event. But I feel like this is a huge fight if, you know, it's on the undercard and we get back-to-back, you know, unification fights. You know, Donaire versus Casimero and the undisputed super middleweight fight. Fantastic. Another one, it's Daniel Jacob versus David Lemieux. It's kind of like a crossroads fight. A fight that both of them need to win. A fight that both can't afford to lose. And this is to show, like, all right, who's the real deal? Who still has, you know, gas left in the tank? And this will be a great fight. This one of the fight I actually think is really realistic, and it might happen, and I'm hoping it does happen. Another one is Erickson Lubin versus either Tony Harrison or Carlos Adames. I want to see Erickson Lubin versus Carlos Adames. Give him two back-to-back Dominicans. Let's see how he fares. Erickson Lubin is on the way up. Carlos Adames is a good fighter. But yeah, I think Erickson Lubin beats him, and why not do that on the undercard? Neither is a big draw. You can create buzz for the winner if they're on the undercard. Another one is Rolly versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And the last one I want to say is Gary Russell Jr. He's one of the greatest fighters right now, but he fights once a year. It's embarrassing. Put him on this undercard. He has no buzz. He's not a main event fighter. He's a very, very talented fighter. Potentially, if he fought more often, he could potentially be a pound-for-pound fighter, but he doesn't fight often enough to even just consider putting him on there. So this is a perfect place to put him, have him showcase his skills against anybody. It could be as mandatory, or it could be a unification. It could be whoever. But us hardcore boxing fans, we like seeing Gary Russell Jr., and why not do it on Canelo's undercard? Alright guys, that's my video. Let me know what you guys think. What fight do you think should be on the undercard that I did not mention? And also, if my list sucks, let me know in the comment section. And if my list is cool, let me know in the comment section as well. Alright guys, hit that like button. Follow me on Twitter @_BroadwayJoel. Alright guys, until next time. Peace.